My team handled a very, very medically complicated case with a client who had a catastrophic outcome from being rear-ended by a truck. It was a massive crash. He was rear-ended in his truck and pushed off of the roadway. And he ended up developing a brain injury that even the doctors disagreed upon. When we first looked at the medical records, myself and my team, we realized there were about 10 different diagnoses that the doctors came up with: psychological, physical, orthopedic, neurological. So it was a very challenging and complicated medical case. And so what we did was, the client went to go see a medical doctor. We didn't know what was going on with him medically because the doctors didn't know what was going on with him medically. Our staff here at Farah Farah also gathered one crucial piece of evidence that was vital to proving our case. It was an inward-facing dash camera on our client, and when the crash occurred, it showed him being tossed from side to side as a result of the impact from the other truck. He had his seatbelt on, but his head was violently shaken back and forth from side to side. So what we did was we set up a meeting with his treating doctor, and the treating doctor was able to explain to us exactly what the diagnosis was and how it occurred. In that particular case, we had gathered his medical records, and his brain MRI actually came back negative and didn't show that he had suffered any traumatic brain injury. Yet he couldn't speak. He had no memory. He couldn't identify his wife or his children, and nobody could explain why he was in that condition. And ultimately, we were able to determine that he had a condition called autoimmune encephalitis, which means he had a microscopic tearing of the blood-brain barrier, which is only supposed to allow nutrients into the brain so that the brain can function. Those microscopic tears occurred and allowed toxins and antibodies into the brain. And the body's natural reaction to seeing something where it's not supposed to be is to send white blood cells to go kill it. And in the process, some of his brain cells were killed by the white blood cells. After some back and forth with the insurance company, because this is a complicated medical issue, and with the help of our Farah Farah team, we fought the insurance company on this medical issue and were able to obtain a settlement for our client that exceeded $5.7 million.